Hello friends, it's Jen with Bohemian Path Tarot. Welcome to the channel. I thought I would do a quick one card pull for each of the signs today and let's see how it goes. So I'm going to go ahead and give the Star Seeker Pocket Edition a good shuffle, and we'll do a one card pull for each of the signs. I'll see you on the other side of the shuffle for each card for each of the signs. Be right back. Okay. So I'm going to lay out the cards, one card for each sign, and I'll timestamp them below in the description box. So if you want to jump ahead to your sign, and feel free to read your rising sign, your moon sign too, if you want to. Here we go. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Aries, the Page of Swords. So pages are about messages and are sometimes messengers. And swords is the suit of ideas and communications, philosophies, how we share our ideas, how ideas are shared with us. This comes up a lot nowadays in relation to social media. And sometimes how we share ourselves via social media, how we hear news through social media. If social media isn't your thing, I know I don't love it. I have a Facebook, but I don't use it if I can help it. I have, various social media accounts that I just never check because it makes me insane. But so if you do use it, this would be an excellent time to share new ideas, launch something that would be really well supported with this card. If you're, say, launching a new YouTube channel, or if you're gathering information, if there's something, a project you're working on, or something you want to learn about, this would be an excellent time to even learn more about branding or how to sell yourself via or a project you're working on via social media. If that's not your thing, though, this could also be a time when you reconnect with someone, when you clear up a misunderstanding, especially since, Mercury has gone direct, and Mercury retrograde can cause confusion, miscommunication. Sometimes, there's travel delays or, issues around how messages and communications are delivered or not delivered. This can be a good time to straighten out any miscommunications or that sort of things that may have happened in the last couple of weeks. This can be about rescheduling anything that maybe got delayed, or fixing any projects that might have had to go on the back burner because of Mercury retrograde issues. This could also be reconnecting, or because pages as messengers can also be youthful, like young people in our lives, reconnecting with our kids or younger people in our lives and straightening out any issues, or kind of reconnecting in that way. So that would be well supported by this card here. I hope that resonates with you in some way, Aries. Taurus. Taurus, we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles can indicate a time when you're feeling a little maybe closed off about what you have to share. This can come up when you feel like maybe you don't have enough. It's kind of not even as much about resources, like your financial resources, but sometimes when you feel like maybe you don't have enough talent or personal charisma, it's kind of it it can come up at a time when maybe we don't share our true selves, when we maybe put up a false front or hide behind labels or hide behind when we aren't showing our truest selves because for some reason we feel like somebody wouldn't understand or wouldn't, maybe an organization or a person we want to impress wouldn't appreciate the real us, or maybe that we don't have enough. Now, the advice inherent in this card is that you are enough, that you do have value as you are right now, even if you're feeling insecure about some part of your talent or your person in some way. There is a situation where the true essence of you is really what is required or what is called for, or would really open up or unlock a relationship or a sort of a job or a project. There is something that is lacking in your life because the true you isn't showing up. So you're being encouraged to open up and show the true you with this card. I hope that resonates for you, Taurus. Gemini. Oh, the Eight of Cups. Now this card, let's see if I can get it. This card is all about leaving behind something that no longer fits you and moving on to greener pastures, moving on up to a better fitting situation. Sometimes this comes up when we know we have to leave something toxic. It could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be a living situation. There's a number of situations in which this would fit. But when we know we are in a situation that is painful, when we know that it has run its course, when it is no longer satisfying, when we can no longer abide. And sometimes we have to leave even if we don't know what we're moving towards. You can see the central character in this particular, I love the art in this one. This is particularly, I think, evocative of the essence of this card, and that this character is literally moving up. You see this particular artwork is unique in that this character is moving up out of a dark place into the light. Sometimes the Eight of Cups indicates leaving a situation when you don't yet know where you're going. You just know that the leaving of whatever this is enough, and you'll figure it out on the other side. So it supports leaving a toxic job. It supports moving on, and really committing to your own health and emotional well-being, and doing what you need to do to protect your own health. Gemini, I hope that resonates with you. Take good care of yourself. Cancer. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so knights can indicate a couple of things. This could be a suggestion for you to take action in terms of your resources. So this could be the kind of thing where you start putting resumes out for a job, or you take a class about, how to make better, take better action with regards to your money, like taxes, or maybe start taking steps towards buying a house or property, or learn about how you can start investing, making those kinds of moves. Or the knight could actually be a person outside of you with an opportunity towards, investments, or a business partner who wants to work with you on, a business venture, and somebody who could work with you towards with a money-making venture. So it could be one of those two things. It could be something you do to take steps towards making more money or making better use of your resources, or it could be someone who partners with you to help you make more money. So that's a exciting prospect, excuse me, Cancer. But there is the sort of caveat with this card that this is a slower moving energy. So it's, even though you're starting to take steps now, and these steps that you take now are well supported, it's like planting seeds. And so you have to continue to nurture this garden and water the garden. And there's more. This is building a foundation, and it will take time, but as you continue to take steps, you will grow your resources. And this is just kind of the first sort of action steps are supported with this card. Oh, I could also say, if it's not a person, sorry about this, if it's not a person who's offering, to go into business with you, this could also be a job offer or something like that. Someone offers a job. It could be something like that. So there we go. Leo. Okay, Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is one of those cards that's both an ending and a beginning, but it signifies a time when you're kind of closing out one cycle as you're beginning a new cycle. So it's kind of a heavy, there's kind of a heavy workload. So you're going to be kind of busy in this next cycle. And as a fellow Leo, I support you, and I recognize that you're going to be very busy, and I encourage you to, pace yourself as you're doing your best to sort of close out and clean out some area of your life. It could be, you're finishing up one job and passing a baton in one area of your life as you're starting another project or starting another job. It could be that for some of you, this could be moving, you're moving residences, and, as you're cleaning up and packing and moving in one place, you're getting ready and, making sure the new place is good to go, something like that. But so it looks like you're going to be rather busy, and it's a lot, and I support you. And you're going to make it. It's going to be, well worth the effort, even though it's a lot right now. You're going to make it. So I support you. Take good care of yourself, Leo. Virgo. Ooh, the Eight of Pentacles. This is such a Virgo card. This is the card of the craftsperson, right? Somebody who works really hard and has a lot of attention to detail, puts a lot of effort and heart and soul and blood and tears into their work, and gets a lot of recognition. This card indicates a time when your work gets a recognition. So whether you are someone who creates a physical product, or, is a consultant or counselor, or, content creator, whatever it is that you do is going to achieve some sort of recognition in this next phase or this next cycle. This card indicates a time when, all the hard work that you will, this isn't like now you've done it and now you've achieved it and this isn't the end of your hard work. This is an ongoing process, right? But this recognition will bring you more clients or bring you more, your boss, gives you kudos or you get a good work review or you get more clients or you get more collaborations, whatever is appropriate for your industry or whatever it is you do. There's some sort of recognition here for the good work you do. Congratulations, Virgo. You deserve it. Okay, Libra. Ooh, the womb. In this particular tarot deck, the Starseeker Tarot, which I got from Etsy, by the way, if anyone is a tarot deck fan. I don't get any kickback. I just mention it because I think this deck is so cute. They call this the womb, but it translates to the world, which is the final card in the major arcana. It is kind of that liminal moment when you've kind of completed one cycle and you're about ready to be reborn into a new cycle. It just means you've kind of graduated one phase of life and you're about to move into a new phase. So this comes up every time I get this card. You may have heard me, if you've visited this channel before, you may have heard me talk about every time I do a tarot readings at baby showers, this comes up for the mom to be. Because when you are, just a regular person, and then you give birth and you become a mother, like your whole being changes, your whole role in the world changes. When you go from just being a regular normal person to being a mom, that's a whole other role, right? That's what the world is. When you step from one role in life to this whole other role. You face that also, like when you retire, when you go from being a working person to being a retired person. It's a whole other kind of thing. Or when you graduate, you go from being a student to now you have all these other responsibilities. There are just moments in your life or phases in your life, milestones in your life, where your responsibilities shift, or when the way you interface with the world completely changes because of the wisdom or the knowledge that you have gained almost in a moment, or maybe within a few years, or because of an experience changes you. So now you're about to face a new shift. Whatever you have gone through in the last year or few years has changed you, and you're about to go into the world, face the world in a new way. So maybe you're a mama, maybe you just retired, maybe maybe you experienced a tremendous loss that will alter how you go through the world from here on out. And if that's the case, I'm so sorry for you, Libra. You have my condolences, but you're about to face a new cycle as this new person, and start to gain new wisdoms and start to learn new ways of interfacing with people as this new version of you. And this, because it's a major arcana card, it affects all areas of your life. It's not just hitting you in the wealth, career, job segment. It's not just hitting relationships, or it's cutting across all phases. So this is a significant card indicating like a significant shift. And so it might be worth having a moment to acknowledge this shift, to take a breath, take a time to reflect, do a little journaling, do a little meditation, light a candle, something like that, to acknowledge that you're moving into the world in a new way. And what goals do you have? What do you want to achieve in this new cycle? What do you want to let go of in this new cycle? I hope that resonates with you, Libra. Oh, Scorpio, the star. I am jealous of you, Scorpio. The star is a wish fulfillment card in some ways. It's a green light. The star typically follows a cycle that has been turbulent, and it's kind of that message from, however you understand it, the universe, God, the goddess, however you understand it, the creator, a creative force, that, things are going to calm down, that the universe has your back, that things are going to move forward, things are going to be a little bit easier for you. The next cycle is about moving forward. The next cycle is about making gains. Oh no, she's a little bit naked. Shoot. I try to cover up the nudity. Oh shoot. I might have problems with this video because YouTube doesn't like nudity. So I'm just going to set that down, and you'll trust that it's a very beautiful card with a lovely lady who is very happily in between, the water that cleanses and the earth that grounds, and underneath a lovely sky filled with stars that provide hope. So, Scorpio, the message here is that you will feel cleansed, like a baptism. You will feel grounded, and you will feel hopeful under the guiding stars, and feel free to make a wish, because this is the time when you will be able to follow your guiding star towards the things that you've been hoping to be able to manifest. You'll be able to follow the light towards those things that really fulfill you. So do take good care of yourself, Scorpio. This is going to be a lighter phase coming up. Sagittarius. Ooh, the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups augurs a new cycle in terms of emotions and connecting emotionally with other people, other groups, other communities. So this could be in terms of one-to-one relationships. This could be in terms of groups, families, and like-minded individuals. It could be different for different Sagittarians. But it could also be for some of you across a lot of lines, across all of those ways. Sometimes when we start making gains in, building those muscles in, say, one-to-one relationships, it affects our group relationships or our capacity to make amends with family members, let's say. Or if we do some inner healing with ourselves, that can also affect our capacity to make amends with other groups or one-to-one relationships. So for those of you who are interested in romantic relationships, this would definitely be a good time to get on the dating apps, to practice those flirting skills, to put yourself out there. For those of you who are aware of maybe feeling the blues, this would be a good time to get into therapy or to join a 12-step group, or, to do that inner work. To those of you who are feeling a bit lonely, this would be an excellent time to seek out, a community of like-minded people, like a spiritual group, a church, a cosplay group, a bowling group, a book club. anything where you can deeply connect with another or others or even yourself or God, all of those would be supported by this card. I wish you all the best, Sagittarius. Take good care of yourself. Okay, Capricorn, you have the Page of Cups. And if you heard anything I just said about relating for Sagittarius, you're in a very similar cycle. Pages are messages and messengers, and cups are all about making connections with others or another, and also with yourself. So in the area of emotional health and emotional well-being, the essence of it is actually, being able to connect with yourself, being able to connect with others, being able to connect brings us that emotional satisfaction. That emotional regulation comes from, being able to connect healthily and having a place within a community, having that being comfortable within ourselves is what gives us that kind of emotional equilibrium. So, pages can bring us messages from other groups, other individuals that help support that sense of community, sense of belonging. And so, if you're someone who's looking for romantic relationships, this page could bring messages from dating apps, um, or messages from, family regarding a family reunion this summer or something like that. This could be messages that you send to someone. It could be a letter you send to a family member, or maybe if you're doing some inner work, it could be a message regarding a 12-step where you're making amends or someone is making amends with you. It could be that kind of a thing. Now, this card absolutely supports reaching out and connecting with others. It supports others reaching out to you and keeping that communication, those lines of communication open, and reopening any lines of communication that may be blocked. Capricorn, enjoy these new or renewed lines of communication as you connect with a sense of belonging and community. Okay, Aquarius, it's your turn. Oh, wow. So the last few cards here have been all about belonging and community. We had Sagittarius with the Ace of Cups. We had Capricorn with the Page of Cups. And now Aquarius, you have the Two of Cups. And this looks very much like a relationship card, right? It's all about sharing yourself fully with another individual. This speaks more often to one-to-one relationships and being able to be fully vulnerable with another human being. It's possible that it could be speaking to a platonic friendship, like really connecting with a bestie. It's possible it could also speak to really connecting with a like-minded group, like when you really connect with a band and you collaborate really well, or an improv group or something like that. But most often, this is about really discovering how to be vulnerable with a partner and the magic in being able to truly be your full, authentic self with another human being. So, Aquarius, if you haven't been there yet, if you haven't done there yet, or if you're just on the verge, on the cusp of saying those magic words, or if you've been in a relationship, a committed relationship for a long time, but maybe things have just kind of plateaued. This card indicates it's an excellent time to explore that moment, you know, to renew that sense of that thrill of connecting in a really truly vulnerable way. For folks who are in new relationships, to confirm a commitment, to confirm that connection. For folks in established relationships, to reconfirm, to reestablish the specialness of that unique bond. Wow, Aquarius. And if you haven't yet found that special someone, this card suggests that this is an excellent time to put yourself out there and be hopeful, be authentic, be you. I hope that resonates with you, Aquarius. Oh, Pisces, the Two of Wands. Okay, so we can see in this card a central character with a few creative ideas, some plots and plans, and you know, the central character is typically looking out at the world, wanting more than what she has right in front of her. I just use female pronouns because that's typically what's associated with the character in this card, no matter your gender. This is the card of someone who wants more than what's at hand. And it's typically a creative person who is planning for more, who is striving for more in their life, who has a lot of creative ideas, who wants to see the world, who is maybe even burning the candle at both ends and not yet seeing the results that they have, you know, sort of plotted and planned for. I'm sorry that that's where we find you with this card right now. But the fact that this card shows up is saying that, you know, you're going somewhere. This energy has a trajectory, even though it hasn't yet found its mark. So there's likely to be an offer in the next, you know, week or so, for a creative project, a creative job, something that feeds your sort of ego or feeds your sort of creative person, right? Something that feels like it's following that trajectory. It isn't the end of the journey. It isn't the end of the trajectory, but it's another sort of link along, or another piece of it along the way. So keep dreaming, keep plotting and planning. There's more to come. I hope that resonates with you, Pisces. Do take good care. Until next time, bye for now.